वो दिन कितने प्यारे थे, ये दिन भी कितने प्यारे हैं। तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे, तब बाबा साथ हमारे थे। बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
अभी समय प्रमाण ज्ञानी योगी तो आत्माएं की आवश्यकता और ज्यादा क्योंकि भावना स्वरूप आत्माएं आगे के समय में वैराग्य वृत्ति के वायुमंडल कारण और भी सहज आनी है। इसलिए सेवा के लक्ष्य में अटेंशन ज्ञानी योगी तो आत्माओं की तरफ ज्यादा चाहिए। ऐसी आत्माओं की वृद्धि आवश्यक है। समझा? ऐसे नहीं समझो कि संख्या बहुत बढ़ रही है, लेकिन ऐसी पाप समान सर्वशक्तियों की अनुभूति वाली आत्माएं तैयार करो। राजधानी की वृद्धि तो अच्छी हो रही है, लेकिन विश्व परिवर्तक आत्माएं वो दोनों स्वरूप की बैलेंस वाली आत्माएं निमित्त बनती, क्योंकि विश्व परिवर्तन के लिए बहुत सूक्ष्म शक्तिशाली स्थिति वाली आत्माएं चाहिए, जो अपने वृत्ति द्वारा श्रेष्ठ संकल्प द्वारा अनेक आत्माओं को परिवर्तन कर सकते। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Maryada Purshottam, unlimited and imperishable vow. There is benefit in confluence-aged disciplines. There are not a bondage, but are means to make us free from bondage. Those who stay within the codes of conduct and who move along according to the codes of conduct are the highest beings who follow the highest codes of conduct. In Brahmin life, to observe the unlimited vow is to become Maryada Purshottam. Just as devotees observe a fast on special days, their fast is for one day, whereas yours is an unlimited and imperishable vow. In Brahmin life, you have taken the vow of purity. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 6. Maryada Purshottam. Unlimited and imperishable vow. Today we'll be taking the Maryada for Satvik Bhojan, pure food, offering of food. So this is the second aspect of Satvik Bhojan. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Shanti. Baba is saying that we shouldn't see maryadas or discipline as bondage, but rather it makes you free from any bondages. Because whatever our father, teacher and Sadguru will give directions, there is always benefit for the soul, is for upliftment of the soul, for the liberation of the soul, for us to remain peaceful, happy. That's what Baba does, right, for us. Baba has given us the aim, and we all have accepted that from purity we are becoming divine. We are becoming deities, image of Lakshmi and Narayan, most elevated ones. And now, as much we understand the importance of attitude, that means the food which we eat has effect on attitude, and attitude has effect on the food also. So, of course, Baba is saying that our purity is unlimited, imperishable. Because from here we go home and then we return in golden age and we continue pure life. Yeah, when Baba says, think of Swadarshan Chakra, and that is going from here to home and home to golden age. So that divinity, that purity, which we carry from here, or we are sustained through this purity, then as thoughts are important, same as food is very important. I know that in social custom system, sometimes it becomes little bit difficult in the beginning. But when you maintain it, then wherever you go, recently someone was visiting their family And they say, now we are so happy, 2 days you will cook and we won't have to cook. So even socially they like it, especially in this country. So when I asked them how you manage food, then we cooked and they also enjoyed, the whole family. I remember when I came to West, I stayed with many families. And when they came to know that we cook food, we eat only cooked by us, and then we offer, and they both used to work. And when they come in the evening, we all used to eat together, and they used to be so happy. So internally, don't feel like in the beginning, what will people say? What will this family say? What will. But as much they come to know, they start appreciating. And I think they become very friendly and loving also. That's what the experience many, many souls had been sharing with me. Now, some have question about onion and garlic. What's wrong in that? So I remember jokingly that it used to say, something when you cut, you cry. So after eating, how much you will cry? When they cut onions, the tears come in the eyes there because so strong. So we have to just have, you can use ginger, you can use tomatoes. And whenever we cook and serve food, those who are used to eating onion garlic, even when they eat, they immediately ask, so tasty, our food even doesn't taste that good. Because I also feel that when you make vegetables or something, there should be original taste of those vegetables. Don't put too much seasoning, too much tomatoes, too much of anything. Especially grains like beans. You don't need to put a lot of stuff there. Also because it's very natural and it's good to eat something natural. So one is vegetarian food, other is sattvic food. Now, when there is sattvic food, then we also make it holy food. And that is, we offer bhog to Baba. You will feel, see, one is physically, but other is our awareness has a lot of influence on what we take in the body. Let's say there are negative thoughts and you want more oxygen in your body, it won't happen. So same is have pure thoughts and then cook the food with that remembrance and offer with lot of love. And I was sharing that how we should follow certain things as from Madhuban too. That there is a fixed time to offer bhog to Baba. I know sitting in courtyard, I will watch 12. Somebody is going in Baba's room taking bhog. In Brahma Baba's time, Thursday morning, bhog had to be offered. So the trans messenger who has to offer, we were told at the night that tell Baba, I am bringing bhog at 7 o'clock or whatever time. So they used to say, but you have to invite God. No, it's not, he's waiting for you. And whenever you take bhog, So I remember from that time, you understand, like I had to go night time to tell Baba, tomorrow at 7, I am bringing Brahma Bhojan. It's like you inviting someone, the respect which is there. It's not question of, okay, let me at any time. It's same as in path of bhakti. I remember that my Lokik sister in Bombay. So there is a tradition there that the garlands which they have to offer to their in their temple, so that man hangs the garland on the door, and in the morning they take it. So she used to do it at 9, then 10. One time it was 2 o'clock because she was busy, she couldn't be ready. So I said, what is this? No, everything else is more important, right? So we say because we were busy, we couldn't do it. But what is most important? Offer bhog, you do it before, after, make the timing, no? And same actually should happen even for the body. It's not whenever, generally people say, it's only when I'm hungry I eat. And what I was taught by dadis, they used to say 3 times, little portion in the morning, small portion of food, then lunch and dinner, because they used to say in your body, it's good for your metabolism, that food is given at particular times, and certain uh, hours interval also is important, not after 2 hours or 5 hours, whatever, according to one's health and the body. So if we do with Baba, then we will do with body. And as much bhavna we have to offer Baba, you should with same bhavna offer to your own body too. Have bhavna. It's not attachment, but bhavna. I am eating from Baba's bandana. Baba is feeding me. Eat Brahma Bhojan with lot of bhavna. It's very, very important. So always connect your attitude and the action, or awareness and action. Because awareness and attitude is very powerful. Most of your thoughts are directed, words you speak are directed by attitude. I had been really subtly kind of thinking about purity of attitude, that anything I am saying it from the past, it's not pure attitude. And that is why this practice, uh, I just reminded myself today again and again, go back to your eternal original stage and then think and speak and do. So what happens, that subtly whatever karmic accounts are there, they get settled. Plus, there won't be, you're not reacting from somewhere. That purity is not there in your action because there's something from the past. And then other person react, then cycle keeps going on. I'm reacting, you are reacting. And so when will we do elevated actions, right? It's very, very subtle. You really have to check it properly. Oh, I said it because I know this person in this way. So I'm holding that attitude. So when Baba talks of purity of attitude, and then drishti, and then also Baba had been talking about purity of awareness. Now all that is food for the soul, but then again there is food for the body. Whatever you get from anywhere you get, offered to Baba, always be thankful to nature. I remember that lot of respect for food. both ways. You don't throw, you don't cook a lot, you cook in a proper way enough. Some they keep eating for 2-3 days, same food. That becomes Rajasic, not Sattvic, So all these are very important factors. And first, always think, I am offering to Baba. This is for Baba. When we came in the beginning, Dadis used to say, oh, my child like this, so I'm making this. Now you already had your child in the mind before cooking. I'm cooking for Baba. It's a very, very deep thing to not have anyone's thought for food. And then also while eating, this one likes very much, that one, just eat in Baba's remembrance. That makes it really, really Brahma Bhojan. I was sharing, some of you heard, that one of the saint was saying what he likes most, that pure food is only available at Brahma Kumari centers. He said, I went to Nepal for a conference. I couldn't get food anywhere. Then I ate at Brahma Kumari's. Went to Assam, many states I traveled. And they never, as soon as I call them, they welcome me. Someone said, why food is tasty? There is one seasoning which you cannot buy, is love of God. Because we cook with love for Baba, our food has taste, not because of lemon or salt. And all, of course, that should also be done in a proportion, but love of God. So we cook with a lot of love, very clean, our pots, pans, spoons, our sink, our area near a stove. Everything should be very, very clean. I know when I cook, I just keep wiping so that nothing is like messy, It should be very tidy. And so respect for Baba, respect for your body, respect for nature food, all that comes from our love and pure feelings, that is bhavana. There is a lot more we will talk, but that's it for today. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So one of the things Didi was saying was about how attitude has an effect on food, and also food has an effect on attitude. So this, it's almost like they feed each other, like food feeds the attitude, and then attitude feeds the food. And so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about how she was talking about how she was talking about attitude, and how she was saying that if you're really thinking from the past, then it's not a pure attitude. And this thing of how food allows you to even actually go into a pure attitude and go past thinking from the past. That was very interesting. And the other thing that Didi was sharing was about awareness. That awareness really has an effect on actions, and also attitude has an effect on actions. So one of the, there is Didi.
Hello.
Om Shanti, Didi.
Om Shanti.
So I have a question for you. So you were talking about how awareness has an effect on actions, and how attitude has an effect on actions. I was thinking, how does why is it that we say that food is so important for even our awareness and even our actions? Like, how is food transforming our awareness and actions?
What I'm saying is that, let's say when there is remembrance of Baba, I'm remembering Baba, that is Simriti or awareness. So based on that, definitely then attitude will be pure. So when we cook food, but also when we eat food, there is such a deep connection of soul and body.
Right.
So when we understand whatever is in the soul, mind, intellect, right, they are in the soul, then it has effect on the body, and body is also heart and brain, both are very important. So what happens is that the food changes into energy, whatever different energies in the body. And that also stimulates our thought.
Right.
So it's a deep connection of whatever you are eating. That means those who eat very tamasic food, they will have a lot of violence and anger and, because everything is coming from violence, right?
Right.
But when we eating something which is coming from, nature, some people feel that's also some kind of violence because we have to cut it. But that grows for us, right? The nature is providing us fruits and vegetables and of all colors and everything. So when we eat that, so the energy which creates, they give the example of elephant and lion, right? They both are quite strong because elephant is strong in its own way and the lion. But the elephant lives on grass, right? And lion is always eating something, kill and eat. So you can see the nature is in contrast. So
Right.
same is with the human being, that if we eat food cooked in remembrance, eat in remembrance, then what one needs, let's say, I am the one who wants to do sadhana or tapasya or good yoga. So what I need is a cool mind, a peaceful mind, our thinking, which can help me to grow in my spiritual life. Because we're not only thinking of food as effect on body, but what about our spiritual journey?
Right.
So because my nature is more calm, more peaceful, because of the energy which is created in the body, will help me to have connection with God. I can have love, fulfill relationship with others. I mean, it's in details if you go into that, how attitude awareness has effect on the food and body, and how food which goes in the body also has effect on awareness. And but as I kept saying, also remember whom you are cooking for. Even if you
Right.
even if you will feed body, but you are becoming deity. So body is like a temple, right?
Right.
So whatever we give, we have to give. Cook with love, cook sattvic, feed your body with lot of love. I remember now, definitely dadis say, but as children, no, if you are eating and running around, they never liked it. Sit and eat, sit and eat. I think everyone heard that from grandparents. Or they always don't want people just have sandwich, run around and eat. No, sit and eat. Because the way you give to your body food, sitting and eating also in a proper way. All this has a lot to do with creating our nature like that.
Right. Right. That's a really good example you gave, Didi, about the elephant and the lion, because you do see such a big difference in both their natures because of what they're eating. And so, so you were talking about this vegetarian, there is sattvic, and there is holy. But the reason why we say we eat holy food or food prepared in remembrance is because we want to have tapasya. That's fair to say, right? We are doing this because we want to have tapasya. People can be vegetarian for health reasons, but if they really want to have good tapasya, then they have to have food prepared in remembrance.
Yeah, because we are on a spiritual journey and we want purity. We want good connection with God. We want our vibrations to be very, very pure and loving. So we are doing whatever principles for the self to reach to perfection, but also from those vibrations, service happening.
Right.
Today, Baba especially said that your vibrations will spread and it will also creating a new world or peace or love. I always remember that, every thought, every vibration is serving, right? So why not I keep my diet good, then stage good, and then my thoughts and attitude, everything sattvic, pure,
Right.
elevated. That's what is important. Some people don't see that deep connection of food and attitude and awareness. So
So,
always, yeah, holy is like when we have offered Baba, then we eating it. But also, preparing food. I know everyone takes shower and at least have neat and good clothes before they go in the kitchen. So that also hygiene and cleanliness, that is also very important.
okay. So every once in a while, if you want to eat, let's say like chips or something, which is in a machine, it's made in a machine, is that okay? I mean, it's not like that would be our main meal. Of course, we will be eating Brahma Bhojan or we're eating holy food every day, offering it to Baba, but every once in a while.
There are two things when, like sometimes you are traveling, you are in the plane or somewhere, so you take a snack and you use it, but that's not what we do on a regular basis, right? That now every day I will be just taking chips or whatever, that's important to see. But yeah, when they call it commercial food, that means if once in a while you're doing is all right, but it shouldn't become like our diet.
Right. Like not a habit.
Yeah, it should not only have it, but it's not something regular one should do it.
Okay.
And especially these days, I know that certain things we do use once in a while, but you have to remember, Baba, I know they can't become sattvic, could be rajasic food, but once in a while, but it shouldn't be regular.
All right. I also found it interesting when you were saying that Baba used to say that go at night and tell Shiv Baba you're coming with Bhog. So how would this scene play out when you're offering Bhog? Would Brahma Baba be sitting there and you would be sitting there and the Bhog in between? And then you...
Mama, Baba both used to be there on two sides in history hall, and one who offers Bhog will be in the middle, right? So then one offers, and Baba used to say, go soon, come soon, just go offer and come. Don't start dancing, entertaining yourself. So unless, and those days for messages, it used to be in Baba's room. The trans messenger will be called and given message and they bring, it was not in the classroom, right? There
Right.
was only offering Bhog because there were many, many, who were trying to go in trance or trying to bring message. And so a lot was going on, which was not very pure and real. So Baba just used to say, don't be out of control. Just go offer Bhog and come. But why I mentioned that about morning, that means there was a time we had to take Bhog. You cannot just do like, okay, one day 12 o'clock, one day 2 o'clock, one day 3 o'clock. And I can't until now take. And I say, no, there should be, that's why I mentioned that you offer in time, but then you can feed your body also in time, So we say, oh, there were a lot of meetings on. Doesn't sound very good, because what is our discipline of the life? And
Right.
then service becomes always more important than principles, discipline, or anything. That's the main difficulty now. Everyone, oh, I didn't do, we know because of something, but how can we plan our meetings or whatever we have to do, but still have another 10 minutes in between? And you say, no, I have to go, offer to God, and then I come back. And I remember we used to do that a lot. Because these days I don't cook or offer, but especially during day.
How about people who are working, Didi? They can do in the morning,
That's
right?
all right. They can do morning, they can do afternoon. I
But at
remember,
the same time.
yeah, I went to Australia in the beginning, and everyone used to work. But as soon as they came, they took shower, they made bhog, they will offer, then start giving their evening classes. And in the morning after Amrit Vela, what they have to cook to take for work, they will do that. But they still will offer. I was so surprised, and I really loved it, that whenever they cook food, they will offer, and then eat the food. So depends, if we do it properly, there will be deeply within some kind of contentment and joy, even if you're doing with bhavana, but discipline also is important, right?
Right. So it's interesting what you're saying is that if we, let's take all of the Maryadas, but let's take the Maryada of food, that if we do it properly, we can actually see a lot of transformation inside.
Not only that, but I feel whatever I do, others will do. That
Right.
means you're not setting something for center, or even, if you do it regularly and at the right time, even if you are at Lokik, in a family, they will respect it. But it's not whenever, whatever, or even what you're making, properly. Some said, what about just offering salad to Baba? And we said, no, at least one time cook properly and give Baba. So I
Right.
feel that even if you are making soup and potatoes, you should make some sabji and 2 rotis for Baba. Because what you're feeding Baba is not really full Brahma Bhojan, right?
Right.
Because you should have proper, okay, I just made soup and I made potatoes. I can't relate to that, because what about maybe little pulao, or some sabji should be made. And I remember in the beginning we used to have lot, especially in the Western world, people think differently. But I feel Dadi Janki never accepted that you make a cake for the bhog. She said, that's not bhog in Brazil. So they said, then what? No, you have to cook it. So I
Right.
said,
On the stove.
yeah,
So Thursday.
not only bake cake and say I prepared bhog. So it
Mm.
depends, the cultural difference might be there. But it's just question of generally what is the main food, the grains, and should be made and offered properly to Baba.
Mm.
Mm.
Uh, One last thing, Didi, when you were sharing about that, you shouldn't really worry about what other people are going to think. I was thinking about that in my life itself, that I remember when I was working and I had to take my own food. Even when I was traveling, I used to take my own food, and we had to take clients out to all of these very big restaurants, fancy restaurants. And I used to bring my own food. And because I was comfortable with it, everyone wanted to taste my food. And I feel, and because I was not self-conscious, if I was self-conscious and I was like, oh, what will people think? Then I feel that that would have
Yeah.
reflected very differently.
No, we arrange sometimes a big lunch at UN. So we are like 110. So we get for ourselves salad plate. And I remember I was sitting and I had carrots and few vegetables. And next to me were some ambassadors. they keep looking at my plate, and I said, "Oh, do you want it?" Yes, yes. My plate just finished. Everyone took a piece of carrot, celery, and they were so happy with that. We have many examples that, in the beginning, not now, but Hare Krishna people, they carry a little briefcase in which they have a temple with all the idols. So when they start eating, first they will pray to that temple and feed them, and then they will eat. They don't worry what
Right.
people are
I love
thinking.
that. They're not thinking about what people are thinking.
Yeah,
Right.
they do. And it leaves a effect on people. Look at their devotion, look at their discipline. It always leaves a good lesson for them, which they might not immediately say, but in their lives, they always. So, whatever I am doing, do it with that pure consciousness. Don't worry about what others think. You will see the impact on people.
Right.
It serves, definitely serves. Okay.
Tomorrow,
Nice.
more questions. For today,
Uh-huh.
we
Okay.
are out of time. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Om Shanti. Maryada Purshottam, unlimited and imperishable vow. There is benefit in the confluence-aged disciplines. These are not a bondage, but are means to make us free from bondage. Those who stay within the codes of conduct and who move along according to the codes of conduct are the highest beings who follow the highest codes of conduct. In Brahman life, to observe the unlimited vow is to become Maryada Purshottam. Just as devotees observe a fast on special days, their fast is for one day, whereas yours is an unlimited and imperishable vow. In Brahman life, you have taken the vow of purity. Om Shanti.
Maryada Purshottam, unlimited and imperishable vow. There is benefit in the confluence-aged disciplines. These are not a bondage, but are means to make us free from bondage. Those who stay within the codes of conduct and who move along according to the codes of conduct are the highest beings who follow the highest codes of conduct. In Brahmin life, to observe the unlimited vow is to become Maryada Purshottam. Just as devotees observe a fast on special days, their fast is for one day, whereas yours is an unlimited and imperishable vow. In Brahmin life, you have taken the vow of purity.
Maryada Purshottam, अविनाशी बेहद का व्रत संगम युगी कायदों में फायदा है, ये बंधन नहीं है, लेकिन यह निर्बंधन बनाने का साधन है। मर्यादा के अंदर रहने वाले, मर्यादाओं प्रमाण चलने वाले ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम है। ब्राह्मण जीवन में बेहद के व्रत को पालन करना ही मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम बनना है। जैसे भक्त लोग विशेष दिन पर कोई न कोई प्रकार का व्रत रखते हैं, लेकिन उनका है एक दिन के लिए व्रत और आपका है अविनाशी बेहद का व्रत। ब्राह्मण जन्म में आपने पवित्रता का व्रत धारण कर लिया। ओम शांति। Om Shanti. So it's a wonderful topic. Sattvic Bhojan, pure food. So today was the second aspect, and we will have 2 more days for that. It's very, very deep and subtle. So thank you, Didi and Shirin Ben. Now let's fly to Madhuban. Welcome to our Vikti journey, Shantivan, where lives become as valuable as diamonds. Welcome, angels.
एवर रेडी हो ना? है? एवर रेडी? तो जो भी आए हैं वो मधुबन के श्रृंगार।
जिसमें खुशबू रूहानी थी प्यारी, देखा माली अपने गुलशन में। ओ एक बाबा मिले मधुबन में, शिव
आते हैं, वो वरदान लुटाते हैं, अपनी जयंती मनाते हैं, अपना झंडा फहराते हैं। ऐसा जन्मदिन ऐसी जयंती बोलो किसने मनाई, बच्चे सारे कहते प्यारे बाबा तुम्हें बधाई, बच्चे सारे कहते प्यारे बाबा तुम्हें बधाई।
Om Shanti Avakti Parivar. We have something very special to show you, as Didi mentioned in her class, that in Shantivan right now there is a big conference going on, and there are many sadhus and Mahatmas who have come, and one of them shared about the food. So do you want to listen how he shared? And of course, thank you, Avakti pilots and angels. It was a wonderful trip. Yes, Mohini one is beautiful. Yes, so many people can stay there. No, did you see that trilok? It looks so big and it's beautiful. Thank you very much. So now let's watch what Mahatma is saying in Baba's home, Madhuban, standing on that big stage of Diamond Hall. Let's see.
महात्माओं से सजा ब्रह्मा कुमारी का मंच। देश भर के संत महात्माओं से एक बार फिर ब्रह्मा कुमारी का मंच सजा। जब धर्म और अध्यात्म का संगम होता है तो शांति की लहर फैलती है। देश के कोने कोने से आचार्य और संत महात्मा जब आबू पर्वत पर पधारे तो वातावरण में अलौकिकता की सुगंध फैल गई। सभी ने संस्था के प्रयासों की सराहना की और शांति दूत बनी ब्रह्मा कुमारी बहनों की खुले मन से प्रशंसा की।
मैंने प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा कुमारी के लोगों को देखा तो मेरा हृदय खुश हो गया और हमने भगवान से प्रार्थना किया, धन्य हो प्रभु जो प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा कुमारी को अखंड विश्व में कायम करने का काम आपने किया है, इसलिए मैं आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं। सन 2007 में नेपाल गया था। जब नेपाल गया तो कहीं भोजन नहीं मिलता था। सात्विक भोजन मिलने के लिए केवल प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा कुमारी के कार्यालय में जाना पड़ता था। मैं आसाम गया, 15 दिनों तक आसाम में घूमा, कहीं सात्विक शुद्ध भोजन नहीं मिला, तो प्रजापिता ब्रह्मा कुमारी के कार्यालय में जा करके भोजन करता था।
So wonderful. Did you see how amazing Baba's service is? Amazing. It's unlimited. Baba's home, and so many have come, and the speech which they are giving, it's amazing what they have taken from Brahma Kumaris. So this Mahatma especially saying that in Nepal when he had to find the sattvic food, he couldn't find anywhere. He had to go to Brahma Kumari's center. Then other place also when he went, Assam. So 15 days he had to go to Brahma Kumari's center to eat sattvic food. So that's true. And we are eating every day, right? So we are so fortunate. Thank you. Now let's remember Baba and take drishti from Didi. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Our schedule will remain same, including Avyakti Children Mule class from 5 to 5:30. Om Shanti.